but if you want to stay there, you can. Okay. So, first one from the line, Brian Romo, Jerry Hartman, Robert Yancey, Ryan Gibson, Rick Gibson, Richard Hefner, Chris Echard, Jordan Meyer, Eric, Jason Nickles, Shawn Beasley, Cole. Oh, Cole did make the race. Oh my word. There's two transponders that I didn't know weren't checked in. I thought they were all checked in. So it's got to be Cole and Shawn. So we've got to catch the red Cole when he comes round. And then I'll know which is which. There we go. That's how I wanted to separate them. Now I've got end-to-end separation. Especially the fucking oaks that are... Why do they always fucking bunch up, dude? I'm guilty of it myself, so it's just race instinct. Oh, early retirement by the looks of it there. Okay, was that was Shawn Beasley, yeah?
Shawn Beasley. Cole Costodio.
All right, is everybody now in the race? Jerry Hartman currently taking it to Brian Romo, battling there for the 1 and the 2. The reason why I wanted to do that is now you're literally battling TQ for TQ. Brian Romo and the 1, Jerry Hartman closing the gap for the 2. He's currently taking the TQ, though, for this heat. Will it be enough? Of course, we are going to be running 2 rounds. We did do a poll with the races, only 2 rounds, and then the main race. So our track director, Kevin, did run that poll earlier, and you guys preferred, because of the heat, to do the 2 runs. So this is going to be the one that will count. Oh, man, Jerry Hartman showing his racer intelligence there. Just biding his time, knowing that Romo's got to get by some extra time there. And that might have been the little bobble that gives him the spot for the time being. There we go, Brian. And he's bringing it through with a 33.3 that time. Jerry Hartman just hangs on to the TQ. Still in a bit of lap traffic there. Well, not lap traffic, but just slightly slower traffic possibly. Oh, man. Somebody's suffering a failure. It looks like Beasley has suffered a failure. That's sad to see. Didn't make the first round, and sadly it looks like he'll be starting from the back in the race. Looks like a servo failure, quite possibly. Fast times right now out of Ryan Gibson with a 32 some. Where did he disappear to now? There he is. Shawn Beasley had a really quick time as well, but now he's dropping down the order. Oh no! Brian Romo's car may have taken a serious hit here. He's trying to rejoin the track. Is he broken out as well? Oh no, he might have given it up. Oh, this is terrible news. Jerry Hartman's going to run away with this one, but will it be enough for the TQ in comparison to round number 1? I don't know exactly how the computer works it out. I think you throw one of your rounds away and it takes your best round instead of best 2 from 3 this time, because we're only doing 2 heats. So, Jerry, it's your turn to stretch your legs, and let's see what you can do here. Where is Jerry Hartman? There he is. Jerry Hartman's got a nice open bit of track. I want to see you work that. Don't get too settled into your consistency, but we'll look at your lap times. I'll let you know how it's going. Currently in the 2 spot there is going to be Robert Yancey. Rick Gibson in the 3, currently followed by Richard Hefner. Great run. Over the line there, that was Robert Yancey last round with a 33, with a 36 some. Rick Gibson and Ryan Gibson are closing him down though. That is for the spot. Literally, you guys are almost battling for position. This is almost like a heads-up race here. Right over the top. He says, I'm going to get some, but they slow, the 2 of them slow each other down. The 2 Gibsons getting caught up. Hefner now becoming the sandwich in the Gibson sandwich. Hefner losing a little bit of time out there too. Rick Gibson now being displaced for the 4. Ryan in the 5. And now dropping down Cole Costodio in the 6. Eric is going to be in the 7. Jordan Meyer in the 8. And Chris Echard in the 9. In the 10, Brian Romo's dropping from the timing board as those laps are being expired. He's had some sort of a steering rack failure, I think, having hit a pipe. Terrible news. Some racers just have bad luck. I'm one of them. And I often share stories with Brian about the mishaps that we've had at the track. Today, sadly, he's going to have a new story to tell for me. Whoa, skyhook from the orange on orange buggy there. He wanted to see if
2 minutes
the big
left.
man upstairs was listening, asking for a bit of help to get some faster lap times. Jerry Hartman now is getting away. Rick Gibson is very close behind him. There is Jerry Hartman still using that open piece of real estate now. Your lap times are good. Your last lap time around was a 32.5. That is the fastest on track right now. In fact, your fastest lap prior to that was a 32.2. So it looks like you're busy locking up the TQ here, but you got to keep running those good laps. Man, Evan Carton almost needed a gum guard that time. The car coming in close to head high and landing near his ankles. In the back. Somebody help in the back. Thank you very much. All right. If your car is expired, you may come off the driver's stand
1
if you would
minute
like. Oh, man. It looks like that back section in the turf section there is becoming a real pit for cars to go into. Rick and Ryan Gibson now are closing up the gap on Jerry Hartman now. Robert Yancey is now in the Gibson sandwich. Richard Hefner has dropped down to the 5. That's the 3 leaders coming by, and that's the leader for the TQ in the red right now coming through that section there, coming up on the 2. It looks like he is demanding that lead. Gone are the days that Jerry would come through those corners sideways, a little bit more throttle control, a little bit of tighter corner, a little bit more racer discipline. Good racing head on his shoulders is Jerry Hartman. One of my favorite characters at the track as well. Always a smile on his face, always a joke to tell, always a lap to run. That time around with a 33.1 right behind him. That's the 2 spot right there. He's following you very closely is Robert Yancey, who's now displaced Ryan Gibson for the 3. You're racing to the line. This could be for the 2 spot there. Robert Yancey has clawed back. Somehow, though, one of the Gibsons has fallen way down from the timing screen. I don't know where they've gone. Race into the line. You most likely will be done. If I call your name now, you will be done. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Jerry Hartman, you are done. You are done, Ryan Gibson. All right, so race it to the line. When you meet the line, you will be done. Oh, man, and that's one of the Gibsons coming through really slow there. He's just got to make the end of that lap. He's struggling. Oh, and there he does take the 2 spot in the end. Had he not made the end there, Costodio would have come to rob him for the 2. He may still. We'll find out in just a second. And Chris Echard was close behind, getting bumped down by Robert Yancey. And Eric coming in with a fast lap time in the end, takes the 4. He pushes him out. Costodio does take the 3. Great race, guys. Great race. That is a race. That is a race. In the 1 spot, Jerry Hartman, followed by Ryan Gibson, Costodio, and then Eric Stepaniak.